Good morning to all of you once again. So, in our previous class, in functioning of a computer only, we went through the topic functional component of a computer system, which was input unit, process unit, output unit, and storage unit. Input unit through which we input the data, process unit through which we process the data, output unit through which it gives us the output as like a monitor, and storage where it stores the data like hard disk drive or memory also. We can say it can be temporary or permanent, that is storage unit. Then we have seen the components of a CPU. The components of a CPU means ALU, CU and memory. Here memory means not RAM, but memory means memory of CPU, that is register. Today we will see about CPU and functional component of a CPU or functioning of a CPU. And also we will represent the functioning of a CPU with block diagram. I will show you how it functions with a simple diagram. But before that, let me tell you about CPU, that is known as Central Processing Unit, which is also known as microprocessor or processor. It is assumed as a brain of the computer. And why it is assumed as a brain of the computer? Because here only all the processes done, all the processes of a computer system done in microprocessor. And what that microprocessor is, it is simply a chip, computer chip, right, which is designed by Intel, AMD, all these companies. So that small chip functions hold the computer, responsible for that small chip responsible for the functioning of a computer. And in this CPU only, means that that microchip, in that chip only resides ALU, arithmetic logic unit, CU, control unit, and register, which is memory of a CPU. Right. Now I will show you block diagram and tell you how it functions. ALU, CU and register. Now here register is also a memory and RAM is also a memory, but there are difference between these two. As I told you before, that a register is limited in size, but it is having a fast speed, but RAM having a large storing capacity, but having a less speed than register. And during this session only we will see the memory hierarchy. What is memory hierarchy? I will tell you later on what is memory hierarchy. First, just go through block diagram of a computer system. Here it is, see. Now, when we feed the data into the computer through input unit, it can be keyboard, mouse, scanner, or any other input unit. When we feed the data from input unit, goes to CU first. See the arrow. Arrow is playing very important role in this figure, right? So when feed the data, it goes to the control unit, and from control unit it distributed to the others component of CPU. So here it's ALU, output, register, RAM, secondary memory. That means all these components are connected with other component of a computer. So this CU first takes the input from the user from any input unit. Then it generates control signal and decides where to put the data and what to do with those data which are coming from the input device, input unit. So whether to give it to ALU for processing, further processing, or store it to register, which stores instructions which is going to be executed, or to store it in memory, RAM, or secondary storage memory, secondary storing device means hard disk drive, or to give it to output unit to display the result. This control unit only decides. That means it plays very vital role in a CPU. And everything is decided by this CPU only. Processing is done by only this CPU, and all the functions is done by this CPU only. That is a microchip, processor which is developed by Intel, AMD, and many others. Right. So when we input the data, it goes to control unit, then control unit decides where to keep the data, and it generates the control signals and decides what to do with the data. If it requires processing, then it gives it to ALU, arithmetic logic unit. Arithmetic logic unit does the processing on the data, and then it can store it in a register or in RAM, temporary memory. It can also by itself store it in RAM or in a register, this ALU. And here see the arrow, both side arrow. That means it can store in register also, and it can take the data from register also whenever required. Right. It can take the data from CU also, and CU can gives it the data also whenever required. It can store the data in RAM also if required, or take the data from the RAM also for processing if that will be not in register. And register stores frequently register stores the data which is ready for execution. So ALU, if it has to execute something, then it can, and process for execution, then it can take the data from register. And if there are data which is not in the register, it can take from the RAM also. Right. This control unit gives the data to ALU, and if required, it gives the data or store the data to register also. If data which is not that point of time required, it gives it to register for further processing, which will be required in the nearest point of time. Or it can store the data in memory also, RAM, from where it can again take the data for and give it to ALU for processing, or ALU by itself also in that by itself can take the data from the RAM if it required while processing. Right. Now CU can also store the data permanently in hard disk drive, CD drive, DVD drive, pen drive, anything. Right. This control unit only. All decides by control unit only. And after processing is done, then ALU again give it back the data CU to display the result on any output device, any output unit. In that point of time, it see the single arrow here, it again gives it to the output unit, transfer it to the output unit. This is how it functions. So here it is register memory of a CPU which resides inside the CPU, and this CPU resides on the motherboard. This memory is RAM, which is whole computer's memory, which again resides on the motherboard. So this CPU and memory both resides on the motherboard, and but this register resides inside the CPU. And here see, it is what written, that difference between this register and RAM is that register having a fast speed but limited in size, and RAM having a slower speed than a register but large in size. Write it down. But large in size. Sorry for inconvenience. Yeah, large in size, slower than register. This RAM is, and this register, which is CPU memory, is faster in speed and limited in size. Right. So keep this in your mind. Keep it in your mind and prepare the notes about this functional component of CPU, or functioning of a CPU, or block diagram of functional component of CPU, functioning of a CPU. Just make the notes of your assignment is, one of the assignment is make the notes of this, how this CPU functions. Thank you.